So here's a question that we get asked a lot. It actually came in as a comment on one of the videos that we put out. Why are my symptoms still getting worse years after I've come off the medication? So this question pertains to protracted withdrawal injury. What I would say first off is that it's actually unusual for your symptoms to worsen over several years afterwards. So typically after you have a protracted withdrawal injury, it's usually the most severe within the first 6 months. So what I see a lot happening with the antidepressants and the benzodiazepines is usually they stop the medication, and then within the first couple of months, it's pretty bad. For some people, after that 2-month period, it really flares up. So, within the first 6 months is usually where we get the most severe symptoms. And then it is a gradual period of improvement going on from there. Now, this could be anywhere from, a year to substantial improvement to, 18 months, 2 years, 3 years. By the 5-year mark, most people are substantially better. And then there's a small fraction of people who, from 5 to 10 years, continue to still have significant protracted withdrawal symptoms. And so if someone came to me in my clinic and said, I'm getting worse, and it's been years since I've come off these medications, that would strike me as something that's not typical of protracted withdrawal injury, and I might start looking at other things that could be going on. The first thing that I would look at on my list is, they may not be on any psychiatric medications, but are there other drugs that are in the mix? Other medications for different conditions making things worse? Are there other substances? Usually thinking about medications that may have effects on the central nervous system. I'm thinking about caffeine use, nicotine, alcohol, cannabis. Is anything there going on? And then after that, I'm also going to be looking at new medical conditions, because those could also be things that might make the symptoms appear to get worse over time. And so I'd want to rule that out. The other thing that I would think about is sometimes it can feel like they're getting worse over time. And this is not to discount that could actually be the case. That could be very valid. But the nature of protracted withdrawal injury is that it kind of goes through these peaks and troughs where sometimes people feel, better for a period of time, and then they feel worse. And usually when this condition is kind of burning out, I have some patients that may be stable for 9 months, and then they'll enter a wave of symptoms, and that'll go on for about 3 weeks or something like that, sometimes 2 months in that period, and they'll go, oh my God, I'm getting worse. But if you actually look at the trajectory of their improvement over time, they're actually spending more time well than in those waves. That might be another reason why you may feel like you're getting worse over time. So I hope that answer kind of helps address that question, and thank you for leaving the comments on the videos.